From Creamer Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. Mining, explosives and blasting technology supplier BME is in the process of rolling out its new generation electronic detonator system called AXXIS Titanium across the country in other key markets. Marleny Arnoldi visited the assembly sites.
BME hails this system as a significant advance for both the company and the country, as it improves South Africa's competitiveness in the blasting space and boasts a product that is locally produced. Only 30% of components for the AXXIS Titanium system and the smaller AXXIS Silver system are imported, and includes a specialized Swiss e-board which helps make the product globally competitive. The AXXIS Titanium is a culmination of the expertise the company has gathered from producing its predecessor, the G2. The new system offers improved accuracy, safety, usability and flexibility. BME MD Ralph Henneke and BME Product Manager Tinus Brits discuss some of the system's key improvements.
What makes me exceptionally proud is that this product that we are introducing today into the market is conceptually in-house developed product with great teamwork all around. There's a massive amount of human capital, but also other capital that is invested in a venture like this. What makes me also very proud is that the product is managed purely South African. And I know we're going into a little bit of detail about that a little bit later. But it's a product that is South African managed. It is assembled in South Africa. It is procured and managed in South Africa for the global market at this point of time. And it has been conceptually, as I mentioned, developed by a South African team. And that makes me very, very proud. The other aspect of the product, and it's not always the case in our industry, is that this product has been developed purely fit for purpose from our understanding of the market and what our customers want, need and demand ultimately.
The AXXIS Titanium system is a third generation of electronic detonators for the BME. There's quite a lot of work that went into the design of the electronic detonator style system. We've taken a lot of features from the predecessor, the G2 system, and we've actually enhanced them going further into the titanium issues. We've also worked quite a lot with specialists in the field, that is basically consultants that we consulted to make sure that we're getting the best features that we can into the titanium system. Features like, for instance, we build on the safety, the accuracy of the system, the ease of use of the system and the flexibility has basically gone into that. We then went further and we actually consulted the users. So we call it a user need specification, where we actually consult all the users on the bench. And these are the miners that actually works with the system itself, and get their input in what they would see basically in an electronic detonator system, and then taken that and then build that into the titanium system as well.
The system can manage 1,000 detonators per blasting box, doubling the capacity of the previous generation of detonators. Up to 20 blasting boxes can be linked and synchronized through hard wiring, enabling the initiation of up to 20,000 electronic detonators in a single blast. The AXXIS Titanium has a 0.025% firing accuracy rate and has all commands built into a single logger device, including programming, scanning and testing. Brits elaborates on the system's firing, robustness and monitoring features.
The quick logging and the testability of the unit is quite an advantage that we've seen in the system, and the speed of use of the operators basically on the bench. We also worked on the ASIC design, the Swiss engineer ASIC design. We've worked on a non-volatile memory. So a non-volatile memory means that anything that's written into the memory of the detonator is remembered by the detonator, and that is internally. So even if in the unlikely event that the detonator is recovered after a blast, we can interrogate the memory of the unit, and we can actually see why did the unit not fire as planned. We've done a lot of work on the accuracy of the units to make it the most accurate detonator probably on the market at this stage. We're looking at an accuracy of a 0.025% in firing range, And this gives the mine the flexibility to actually get better blast results and sustainability in their product. I talked about the delay. The programming of the unit, we've actually increased the firing time to 35 seconds, maximum firing time on the bends. This is where you can now do multiple large blasts and not run out of firing times. Through seam blasting, where you have multiple detonators in different benches basically on the blast, you can actually now have longer firing times between these decks firing to ensure that the blast is the mine is getting the result that they actually want onto it. We also started using the copper alloy detonator shell. This is basically for dynamic pressures. So we've enhanced the product quite a lot on that to make sure that the unit can handle quite a lot of dynamic pressures that actually comes from the blast itself. And then we've done a lot of work on the robustness of the cable regarding the flexibility, the cut resistance, and the stretchability of the cable to make sure that deeper holes, 50 meters and above, the unit still operate as planned.
The AXXIS Titanium speaks to doing the basics right: safety, productivity and ease of use, but also to the new norms of today, including modernization, autonomy, sustainability and environmental, social and governance factors. Henneke unpacks some of the product's value add to a mine's overall ESG credentials and how important accurate blasting is.
The most important aspect for miners today, both underground and on surface, is the blast outcome at the end of the day. We all know that blasting is only a part of the overall blasting cycle for mines. The other parts are drilling, loading, hauling, plant throughput, and so forth. We also know that explosives only contribute a certain amount on carbon emissions and nitrous fumes and so forth, whereas the other aspects or other cycles in the mining cycle, like loading, hauling, and as I mentioned, produce a lot more carbon emissions. So what that means is that we, through the optimization of blast outputs and the accuracy that Tinus was referring to, can decrease the mining cycles, increase the loading rates, increase the plant throughputs for the mines, and so forth. And from that perspective, that is where the real benefit sits for miners. So accurate blasting is key in order for all our customers to achieve their ESG objectives, and specifically the 2050 goals that mines have set themselves today.
BME is in the process of rolling out the new system in South Africa, as well as the Australian and Indonesian markets. Next up will be Central Africa, the US and Canada, but the company is always open to exporting to other markets.
That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insights into South Africa's real economy. And don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Engineering News daily email newsletter.